I don't know the voice in the copy. Hello, it's me. Hey y'all, you see when you're following FIP, YT, MCMB, AMG, DDG, blah blah blah. Because it's Vahosi Revenge Confessions. And it's tisati tataranya ya Vahosi. Ndisati ndadaiza Vahosi kuti vakushandirewo usiri kulaika nekusubscribe nekutenga mawig. Manyoneta izvozvo ndisanda vadaidza anditka. Yeah, anyway, save my WhatsApp number. +27 67 68 31 637. You have access to my catalog. Wonder what I have in stock. I'm even restocking tomorrow. Saka save your number. Munobatikira tumagunanzi trukuya mangwana. Anditka muri papo musa kanganwe YouTube ye murungu. Anditi join the crew. Subscribe and like. Anditi join anarati, anapeshi, anawesi, ananela, anapami, anamona. Vajoini vese. Anditi anakanos. Join them. Anditi anamemo, anaobi, vajoini vese. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tanata Marimira. And now that we got all this out the way, let's get it. I said, Vahosi Revenge. You know that, right? Big Mama, right? So Big Mama says, inini ndangandai ndokuno shanyira sisi wangu achirwara ku Harare. So Big Mama, originally, she's from the city of Kings. Yes. She's from the city of Kings and Kazana and Clay. So we're just gonna call her Kazana or Big Mama. Anyway, Big Mama was from Blues, Vlawayo, right? Pananelo, ko Blues. So vanga uya kwa Harare boza na siso vanga chirwara. So she had a terminal illness, and she needed, assistance ye moon witch cards. You know what I mean? Like when you have that type of illness and there's some intimate things that you need help with, so you obviously lean towards a woman compared to a man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean. So anyway, ndopa agaenda ko Harare. So akashika kwa Harare, she was taking care of her sister, and the other sister, I got South Africa, managed to also come down Kumba to take care of her as well because Shasha Mo Andira. So she was more like Munangaripama shifts with her other sister, taking care of their big sister. So because of that, sometimes she would get some free time. So there was a time she got some free time and she was like, listen, I've never been in Harare. I've always been a blues girl, city of kings, type shit. So when she was in Harare, she just stumbled upon this place called Harare Gardens. Yeah, my street kids, KK. She just stumbled upon that place and she's just like, listen, it just looked nice and it was just peaceful. So I got to Garamemi. That's when she ended up just witnessing a funny scenario, right? So there was a couple, right? Okay, before we go any further, this is yogurt. I just thought I should address this, okay? Yogurt. And you know whose yogurt it is. So yeah, let's get it. So she just witnessed, I know it won't be bothering you, but it bothers me. So some couple younger pambiri pake, and it looked like stuff was just not going down well, because Antarati, the guy was on his knee, and the next thing he sees this lady Achita walk away from this guy, but there is a new guy akango pinto uba area papo, and then that guy took that lady and then left with her. So anzi ndo vandaienda kuti ndinonoti, listen, what's really going on panapa? So I had to go to the guy and ask him, sorry, what's going on panapa? And then that's when this girl's like, oh no, don't worry about it, it's fine, I'm okay, chichi. And she's like, no, you're not okay, because I saw you makagara, you were enjoying life, and then jiggy this guy just comes and this happens, what's going on? That's when the guy opened up to her and said, listen, I've been dating Mskanoi for 2 years, tati chidanana for 2 years, and it was now time for me to propose. The moment I'm proposing to this person just calls somebody like, come pick me up right now, and she tells me she's been seeing this guy for a year and they're serious and she'd rather get married to this guy than get married to me. This guy said he's Andawu and this girl was Zezuru, the guy was Zezuru, well, go away with. So you know what I'm trying to say, right? So anoti muskana kamuzoti, oh no makisa because and stuff like that, right? So that's when Big Mama came into the picture and said, listen, let me heal you. She said, let me heal you, I'm really sorry about that, you seem like you're a nice guy. And this guy's like, okay, no, it's fine, unogara kopi. So hanzi ndoba namza ndogara kwakati, and this guy's like, no, it's fine, let me go drop you. Fesi ati no siyanka tono mote yake shino. atenda atonondidropa paipaya and ndatopindawo naye mumba ndikatoudzawo masisters angu kuti no munhu ndasangana naye kupark chichichi this and this happened and they're just like oh very sorry chichichi and then ndobva vatongompo drink madrink kane mabiscuits and then obva vatongomuti sorry chichi and then atopedza kudya bva toita sebva toenda katoti thank you so much so takutopa tachitotaura how are you feeling so and then eventually me and this guy tata kutotaura zvekutodaro and my sisters were like but makafita nemufesi uyu ininona ndatonakigoo nechi nemufesi ndakatoti mufesi chi nice. But as a lady, I was like, I'm not gonna do whatever. I'm just gonna show the openings, but he's the one who's got to approach me. You know how it goes. So anyway, listen, vakazo danana kutoshka pa kunochata na nimfesu na Big Mike wake. So Big Mama and Big Mike get married. Nothing out of the usual. Nothing out of the ordinary. I'm sorry. Nothing out of the ordinary. Irukutofaya chi marriage. Until, of course, I love Ray William. I mean, until Razo Mirakfire. So she says at this point, she was now 3 months pregnant with a third child. And when she was pregnant, Kodaro, she just saw a random text from phone Mabo telling her to leave her man alone. So there's a lady who was telling her to leave her man alone. So she was like, okay, I think this is a lost message or something. She tried to ignore it, but she went to WhatsApp to check the number to who this is. And that's when she saved the number and checked for the number WhatsApp. When she received, it was an SMS, right? It was an SMS. So Abangok save a number to know WhatsApp who this is. So she goes on the WhatsApp and she sees her husband, the one in the house, was cozying up with somebody else in a profile picture. So that's when she's like, I think at the end of the day, this wasn't a mistake. So let me try to holler at this lady and find out what's going on. So that's when she hollers at this lady. She's like, hey, dana messaging kwakanaka. And that's when this lady says, listen, you've been holding mommy and hostage for too long, girl. I need mommy. And then she's like, I'm sorry, who are you? And then this lady says, well, I am Big Mike's girlfriend. And she said, but do you know who I is? And she's like, yeah, you also Big Mike's girlfriend, but like, he wants me, not you. And that's when Big Mama says, girl, Anita, girl, I is the wife. I'm the wife. So as soon as we see Soti, that's when she said, oh, sorry, you are his wife since when? And that's when she's like, oh, we've been together for 4 years. We've been married for 4 years and stuff like that. That's when Anita says, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. So no, Anita tells her, me and this man have been dating for 2 years. Life has been going well, and you've been calling my man this other time, and he was so frustrated. He told me you're an obsessed ex and stuff like that. So he said you are pregnant and you are trying to pin the baby on him, but it's not his baby. This is my husband, and stuff like that. She's like, oh my word, I am so sorry, Big Mama. I didn't know that this made me married. So Anita was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bake off. And then she's like, okay, cool. So anyway, she never asked the husband all this. The reason she never asked Big Mike, you were Big Mama, the reason I never asked was because, man, just being man, I was just like, listen, I'm not gonna ask, I'm not gonna pause, I'm not even gonna, so let me just let it be. But the reason, the main reason was I trusted Anita to be the woman who understands where I'm coming from, and I was just trusting her as a woman, woman to woman type shit. So I was just like, I'm pretty sure she backed off, so let me just let it be. And then sometime later, like mwana atozvarwa, right? Mwana atozvarwa, notaroti the day the child was born, mufesi ana kubatikira, he was called by a lot of people, my sister, my brother, my father, my mother, everybody call him, say, bikini they be born now, rush for hospital, man no they pick up call, man no they return text, man no they do anything. They move, they shake. So that's when people are like, okay, this is weird. So they try to go kubasa kwake. Her brother goes kubasa kwani kwa Big Mike unonoti chichugitika natsano ndozoti mwana. So that's when they found out Kutitsano didn't even go to work. But he was also not at home, but he had left the house and that is when she realized Kuti. Anita posted, and she's holding a baby, a brand new baby. Guess who's next to Anita? And where is Big Mama? She about to give birth. She about to born Pekin. picking for man where say now with Anita right now. So Big Mama and BP yakashuta zvekuti manesi vakazvona something is going on ndobva vanotorera phone. Time yatorwa phone, hapana kuzomboita nguva, she ended up giving birth and she's alone, but she's with family. But you know what I mean when I say she's alone. So ndopa akazobvunza Big Mike kuti, Big Mike, where were you? He's like, I was at work. And that's when the brother said, no, Tsano Mam's Rubasa. We went to your workplace. They said, Nasam Nakyobasa, you just said you're not gonna make it to work. And that's when she showed them kuti status. Yeah, Anita is saying you were together. And that's when she texts Anita, Anita, what's going on? Chi. And that's when Anita said, well, that time you told me, I actually was pregnant. I was 3 months pregnant. And it just so happened these women gave birth on the same day to kids that belong to the same men. It be like that though. Those ghetto twins, that's how they is made, y'all. That's how ghetto twins are made. Yeah, so that's what happened. But this man chose to rather be with Anita compared to being with Big Mama. And Big Mama was hurt because you know what? I spoke to you, I came to you as a woman, but I got, oh, no wala. Big Mike wakuti, yeah, I needed to help her. She was dealing with complications throughout the pregnancy. I'm really sorry, but that type of thing. Big Mama was like, gee, no wala now, no wala. And sorry. Big Mama is like, no wala. She was just like, Tani, I was just waiting kuti mwana uya asimbe. Inini wacho ndisimbe. I told myself, I built this man. You was a broken bird. You was a hurt bird. Your wings were clutched. You were suffering when I met you. And you do this to me. Anyway, Big Mama, vagamiro dvasimbe, vangasnongomira. Once Tani, I was not just waiting like, no, she was not just, she was taking action, vakagara. That's when she started Googling. She started being on Facebook, looking for my group, say I don't get why you say yes, I am. Looking for my testimony, I don't get why you say yes, I am. And she was like, you know what? Andivume, kuputirwa musha, andivume. You know how it goes? Whatever Sakura said that. It was true though. So anyway, she says, there's a particular story that I enjoyed. Yemukadzi akaitirwa ushandakaitirwa nemurume aita nemunhu and stuff like that, and this lady was even aware that this man has a wife and kids. And there's a particular lady, I'm pretty sure you guys know these stories or a particular story, but it's really very common and stuff like that. Yeah, but you know what, the plug she found was in Tete, as in Mozambique. You know Mozambique? Ikoko. That's when she was like, make I go for Mozambique. She did waka for Mozambique. She went to Mozambique and she told the Sekuru, this is what's going on. She never, ever contacted Anita after she saw status here Anita, because she knew Anita is fully aware of her actions. Anita is fully aware me and this man are together. So I was like, you know what? At this point, this is when I stop talking to Anita, because I talked to her first and this is what she did. Now I'm never going to talk to her again. I'm taking matter for my own hands. That's when she went to Mozambique. For 3 days. At this point, angani 7 months. For 3 days. Murume ndikamuzoti na mama trikuenda kurufu kublawayo for 3 days. Murume akati, oh, okay, no problem. Inini ndikanudzwa mai vangu. Ndikati mama, ndikuenda kurufu kwehama yemurume for 3 days. Ndikudzoka. Tikuenda kuchipingi. Zvikanzi, okay, no wala. Ndobvaenda kupi? KuMozambique. Hanzi ndakaenda ndega. My directions, yes, I did my inquiries on my own. And I went to Mozambique. I told Sekuru, ndikati Sekuru, ndonye yangu. I told him, nemo, kuti ndozviri kuitika. Sekuru akati, okay mzukuru, nyaya yako ndainzwa. Urikuda kuti afe, urikuda kuti atambudzike, urikuda kuti afe achifamba, urinyatsoda chii? Zvikanzi, no, death not too easy. Babaloa, death is too easy because this one gets mind. She knew what she's doing. She has the guts. She get mind. So death is too easy. Kuti atambudzike, too easy now. They go fix some spiritually, and it will take time for her to know it's me. I wanted to know it's me. She needs to know I don't arrive. I wanted to die achifamba dai gariwe guva rokufamba, a walking grave. Y'all know what you call a walking grave? That's and then andoshandokuda tikanzi nasekuru nowala, we got to so zvinotaura kunzi Anita started getting sick. Antu anga vana vakaenzana. Anita zvinotaura kunzi musi wakaenda big mama uko pazvakanzi it will be done, sekuru vakatanga procedure. That procedure took 3 days dzaakagarira ikoko. Big mama dere chifondo rakazosvika muZimbabwe. It took 3 days procedure iyoyo ichiitwa nasekuru. So at this point anga kuzodzwa kuti first night yaakaita zvinhu nasekuru big mama, Anita akangobvisa mwana pamukaka immediately, because zvinotaura kunzi she was now leaking blood instead of milk. She was leaking blood, like pure blood. That's what she was now leaking. Mwana ubva abviswa pamukaka immediately. Abva atanga kubuda urwa, vanhu vakamboti mastitis, zvikanzi kuna mastitis yakadai. Zvinotaura kunzi Anita akazvimba kudai. Kuzvimba hanzi anga akazvimba zvekuti tsinga idzi dzaioneka dzegreen dzedze dzaita kuoneka, achita kunge arikuda kuputika, aita kunge kamabata, hanzi aita kunge maballoon, materies. Kwafambirwa nyaya nabig mama. So antaura kuti ndakapiwa zvinhu zvogezesa nazvo mumvura yangu, ndikapiwa zvinhu zvekuisa futi mumvura yemufesi yekunwa. All this ndakati izvi zvichiitika mufesi musambati, ndoda kungofixa Anita because she was fully aware of what she was doing. So zvinotaura kunzi Anita akatozoita problem yekutoti akatozoenda kunoitwa surgery, but it was unsuccessful because zvinhu zvaingoti achirapwa zvotanga futi. Then it got to a point yekuti Anita was now smelling. She was smelling zvekuti akatomboona examine ukuku, you know, kuti what's really going on. There was a foul smell yabuda pari, vanhu vakambofunga kuti it's yeast infection, what's really going on, but it was not. Anita akatambura, hanzi Anita akarwara zvezvekuti aitove fit, achitofamba kudai anenge atori fit, but muchingomunzwa so ainua. Hanzi anga nesmell yekuti ange pane dead tissue on her. You call it what, necrosis or something like that? I smell kunge mune dead tissue on her. That's how bad it was. So zvinotaura kunzi Anita at this point anga kuita dzongo, like zvekuti achingofamba migraine yayo inongochinja ita dzongo, and they were constant. Zvekutoti anga asatobati mwana wake, it got to a point where Anita was no longer allowed kubata mwana wake. Anga kuita mafits zvekuti Anita unoingoti shamarika whatever chaururwana nacho chiri serious. So paonikonzi Anita arurwara kudai, so murume anga asadzoke kumba because aigara achingoti Anita arurwara, Anita arikurwara. Then big mama wazoti now that Anita yeta successful and I now know what you're capable of, ngatifambe nemurume. So zvinotaura kunzi mazuva big mama avakarorana na big Mike, vabereki vavo vakamupa mari yekuti atange business anditi. So business rakatangwa nemari yanatezvara yekumba kwana big mama basically, and ndiyo mari yenge capital iyoyo yakatangiswa business iroro ndo rakuta take off ana Anita. And this guy anga ari mu logistics business, supply chain, you know, freights, mune magonyeti and stuff like that. Kwakatanga ita maaccident magonyeti achirambirwa mapepa, magonyeti achingonzi atsva, magonyeti aije kwa kukongo, all that stuff. He lost his money bit by bit. And zvakazoonekwa navanhu vakazoti you know what, big Mike na Anita wenyu, because vanhu vaitongomutifi kuti mukadzi wake. Zvinhu zvikuitika zviri spiritual, imbofambai. Ndopa vakazofamba ubva wadza kuti ndi big mama wakaita sei, vakafambira nyaya. So hanzi big Mike ubva waya vakati sorry mukadzi wangu chichi, zvikanzi no, you're not sorry. Now it only hurts because ndakubata pamari yako. I'm not going kuMozambique kunogadzirisa nyaya. Hanzi ndakavarambira big Mike kuti handisi kuenda kuMozambique kuzonoita sei kunogadzirisa nyaya idzi, because when you guys were preparing me, naso I be momo, you know they think for me, you know they think of me, you know they do anything will concern me, because you were fulfilling, pleasuring yourselves. Naso I de prepare you, naso you want ask for forgiveness and tell me to reverse. Nothing concern me for your cases. So big Mike anza business rakatozodha kwazvekutoti vakazosara vane gonyeti 1, but gonyeti 1 rainetsa kuti riwane access across the borders of Zimbabwe. zvekutongotiranga kutongoita zviri local but mari vanga vasisawani. Anita akarwara and her and Big Mike vakafamba vakanodzwa kuti makapomba mukapiwa warning, there is nothing we can do. They even went kuna sekuru vekusombofa vakataura vakati nyaya iyi inonetsa because mune chigumbo mukati. Sekuru aive kufa akataudza vakati nyaya ine chigumbo mukati saka inonetsa. So I also didn't know, but zvinhu zvakadai so zviri spiritual like this, apparently kana makazviita, like if it was on grounds dzekuti you are hurting someone and that person is now like retaliating and like doing revenge like what Big Mama did, there's nothing that can be done because you had your own opportunity to do whatever you want to this person. So now this person is now just, you know what I mean? So it's like balance. Exactly. It's called balance. It's called the universe balancing things. So there was nothing they could do. The only way things could be done was if Big Mama did something about it, of which Big Mama said, I was not game for that. Matter of fact, I divorce him. I tell him, say, see my brother, now so you they do, I'm like, so you be a shower, you they do things, you be do that work and stuff like that. Now me, I don't like him. You they mess me for body they pay me for this case, so make I leave you. So anzi nanda tomramba. Ndikamtisha marisi nini. Even when ndikamzoti wana no, you're gonna see them when they turn 18. And I had very strong case to the courts, and there was nothing he could do because he had no money. Mari yange yakudwana. And because I was the author of that money, now so I live with my money. Now Alpha and Omega Timo. She left with the money. So anyway, this is Big Mama's story. Now, do you want to know what's going on with Anita now? Anita is constantly sick. Anita doesn't leave the house because Anita nongeta dzongo. Anita nongeta migraines. Anita nongeta pari. Anita nongotanga ngonwa. And Big Mike is just there. Things are just not looking good for him. He is actually staying in one of my rooms because life is that hard. Life is that difficult. There's nothing that he does that is making sense. And that is the vow that I made Pandagena Mozambique. I have no intentions of going back to Mozambique because these people hurt me. You know when they say hurt people, this is a prime example. When they were doing things to me, I was quiet. So let me have my last laugh. That's Big Mama's story. Now, some of you can say, but he's still the father of your kids. Of course. But I'm still the mother of my kids. And I can take care of my kids. And my kids must know that their papa, they do a shower work. Now, so why he did get for this level. And you know what? I totally get you, Big Mama. Because people must get what's coming to them when they do things. I just want you to know, if you ever piss me off, no matter whomst you are, I got contacts, I got bros in Mozambique, I got bros in airports, I got bros everywhere, baby. So yeah, you seeing me now, and you know you want a wig, but you know buy them. Blended wig, nice, oh. Not be small thing, or not be small girl thing, or nice. Good prices. You need to buy them, Abby. Okay, I go call Big Mama. You see my video now on TikTok. You know they like them, Abby. I go call Big Mama. You see my YouTube channel. You know they subscribe. Now so, I go call Big Mama. You see my YouTube video. You know they like them. I go call Big Mama. Yeah, call me Big Mama Tani. Big Mama Things Tani. Now so they call me that. I be big girl now. I know the former more. I be big girl for real. Anyway, guys, I just hope you enjoyed the story. I personally enjoyed covering the story. And let me tell you, the funny thing about the story is the fact that her sister also sent me a voice note, but she like to explain some of the things that were happening with Anita. It's that deep. I just want you to know, you're stepping into altars that you shouldn't be stepping into. Mujiji bigger. Kana uchizi yotu mbagwenya mroye, mbuya wako haroye, you gono roya. Siana najo, shekipinda kwa niwana. Because mripo wacho, mawan. Mwane yanza akashika. Kama nako keke, kakanza ni mwana wa Big Mama. Kakashika. Like health wise, gasibo. She not toka affect what she need kwa kuna mae wako. But I know kids are innocent, definitely. But hey, mbona manje tuwaberekisha mnita kwa affect obana. It's very unfortunate. But yeah, that's the story. I hope y'all have a lovely hump day. I'll see you on Friday we coming back I'm not sure. I'm supposed to do in Juzo, right? Because I know I did Small House, then I did Juzo, then I did Vahosi. So I don't know what I'm coming back with, but yeah, I'll see you on Friday with another story time. I love you guys. Ciao. Mwah. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. Bella ciao.